Hi, everybody.
The porch discussion.
Yeah, we're talking on our porch outside right now, so I don't know how the video audio quality is going to be. I can't talk at
We're
all.
here.
Yeah. Thanks for 2,100 subscribers. Yay, we did it.
Huge
Woo.
milestone. Thank you all
Yeah.
so much.
Thanks for following this channel and its wacky, unreliable journey in the past 11 years.
Wow. Yeah. That's insane.
With many years of breaks.
It's been a spotty history, but it's been
It's
a good
there.
time.
We're doing it.
But we're back.
So what we got going on? Well, we're gonna have Pokemon Vintage Theme Deck Tournament happening with the old Wizards of the Coast era tournament and cards. Not the Eviator stuff yet. That'll be another time. It's gonna be a long tournament because we're gonna try and crank out one a week. Since it's only me editing stuff, it takes a while because I only get like one free day to do it.
Yeah.
So we'll
Yay.
see who the winner is in about 6-7 months.
Which deck reigns supreme?
Yeah.
We got some One Piece content.
We got some shorts. Nick, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yes.
Because I think we could do the starter decks.
I think so too.
Because I got access to like all of them.
And you know, I have several already sleeved
Yes,
up.
ready to go. I think we can do something about that, similar to what we just did with the Pokemon decks.
Mhm.
Just play them. Have at it. I'm going to need a refresher on One Piece, though. The
Yeah.
rules. We haven't really played since OP05 came out last year.
Mhm.
I still buy the cards, though.
Monkey D. Luffy versus the world.
But yeah, this video is just us rambling about whatever we're planning on doing. So Pokemon, we got the theme deck tournament, One Piece. I want to start making starter deck battles against each other. Let's talk about what's good on the list. Nick, how do you feel about Magic the Gathering right now?
It'll always hold a special place in my heart, but I can't will myself to play it anymore. Like,
Yeah,
especially Commander. Like, even the few pods I've went to at like a couple of my other friend groups, like I just couldn't. It was so janky.
yeah,
and-
it's like either one person brings a clearly overpowered deck that they spend a lot of money on and just cleans house pretty quickly. So it's like you spent more time shuffling and getting ready than actually playing the game. Or games go on way too long. After about an hour, I'm like checking out, honestly. Like I play card games so we can like go and keep playing. But like if we're on turn like 8 and it's been over an hour, I'm like, just end the game, please.
Seriously.
Yeah. I love Magic. I have my cube for whenever we play. Commander has taken over the game completely.
Yep.
Every set is about Commander now. I mean, they release Commander decks every set, which I think is a horrible idea. But I don't really see us opening Magic on this channel or playing it anytime in the near future. There's enough content of Commander you can get your fill from other places, honestly. I don't think I would be able to like really add anything to playing Magic on this channel right now. Like honestly.
No, like
And also just it'd be really hard to get me and 3 other people over like ready to record games and stuff. Like
yeah, I'm not about that either.
yeah. I don't know. I love Magic. It was one of the first card games I ever like really played. I don't know. It's in a weird spot right now with me.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same sparkle it used to.
Yeah.
Not the same.
I mean, also there's more options now.
Absolutely.
Uh,
It used to be just
remember when Standard?
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic.
Yeah, remember when Standard was like the main format?
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
That's the one everyone gravitated towards. I know when we were younger, we couldn't afford modern decks. Like,
Didn't know what Modern was.
no,
Went to F&M, play Standard. Spent like $50 on a deck. Have at it.
Yep.
There you go. I think the highest ever place was like 5th place or something, which isn't bad. I got like store credit, covered my entry fee, but I never spent the store credit that I got from those tournaments before the ownership change. So it's gone.
Same.
I mean, sure, it was probably like 10, $15. It wasn't much of anything, but wish I got something for it. Oh well. Modern Pokemon.
Yes.
This might pertain to you a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
because
still here. I'm just sitting very quiet.
we're just chilling out here in the. It's kind of nice out. It's not like sunny in our face. I just figured a little change of pace out here on the porch. So, Modern Pokemon. Honestly, probably the cheapest card game to get into right now.
Absolutely.
I-
So much.
I've been thinking about getting our whole friend group into playing Modern Pokemon because I just bought Nick a deck and me one. And I wanted your input on it if you'd be interested.
I already told you.
And there's a lot of different archetypes too. So like,
Yeah, there's pretty big variety of different decks to play, and they're all relatively inexpensive. Yeah, maybe we'll go to like Pokemon League too.
I would very much like to go to Pokemon League sometime.
Pokemon League's probably the more chill environment to go to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I remember when we went, like you just play against like very wide variety of age groups. Everyone's just like, yeah, we'll just play Pokemon. And after the game, you're like, mark my card, please. And then they
No,
do.
it's not a sweaty tournament like
Yeah.
Friday Night Magic is every week.
Well, me and Nick did go to regionals once.
Oh, God.
What time did we get up? Like 4 or 5 in the morning to get there?
At the latest, 4
Yeah.
or 5, yeah.
And we were there till it was dark out.
Ew.
Like we got home pretty late. I would say I kind of enjoyed it though. I didn't do good, but I wasn't playing like a meta deck. I was playing like a B tier deck with Empoleon's BB diving draw, gimme cards.
As opposed to me, who went there.
You went with a meme deck.
I sat down somewhere and they look at my first Pokemon and like, this isn't a troll deck, is it? I'm like, how about you find out?
Oh, no.
It's kind of a dick. It was Flip-Teeny Darmaxatan.
Yeah. I'll show you guys the cards that he's talking about.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I had a lot of fun with it, but I wish I actually brought a real deck so people could.
Yeah, I wish
it
when we
was more
went to
interactive.
regionals we bought like more standard meta decks, but Empoleon put up a little fight, but compared to what was out at the time, the Darkrai's and Mewtwo's and all that garbage.
So my deck wasn't interactive at all. I was
No.
all banking on like a Mewtwo dunk to win.
Yep, but Mewtwo's were in like every deck at the time.
True.
So yeah, Modern Pokemon. Maybe we'll play it on the channel. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we're still working on a vintage tournament, so that's like priority number one.
Bread and
Is
butter,
that-
baby.
And I'm still releasing shorts like 3 times a week, because why not? And sometimes me and Abby open stuff like Pokemon and One Piece and stuff.
Mhm.
What's next? Yu-Gi-Oh card game.
I haven't thought about the Yu-Gi-Oh card game in a long time.
I know. It's still around though.
I know.
I like the old stuff because that's what I grew up with. I can barely read the new cards, in all honesty. Like,
Yep, following it is hard.
Without Master Duel, I never would have even attempted to play modern Yu-Gi-Oh! At all, honestly. But I think it'd be fun to play like GOAT format or something,
Absolutely.
because those cards aren't really that expensive.
Do you know what the
either.
cutoff for GOAT format is? Like,
So, Legend of Blue Eyes to somewhere in the early GX era.
gotcha.
So I think you can play with like the hero cards. So it's like that era.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere it was like anything before like 2006 or
It
something.
was before Cyber Dragon came out.
Okay.
Like right before that. I don't really remember. But I mean, most of the decks in there are like chaos decks. So like Blackluster Soldier, Chaos Sorcerer, stuff like that.
I like those cards.
Yeah, those were fun cards. And the games are honestly like a lot longer too. Well, that's a lie. They're about the same as modern games of Yu-Gi-Oh, but the cards are such simpler.
Yeah, their strategy is a lot more straightforward.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe open some old Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Because I like the 25th anniversary stuff. That was all re-release of everything. That was fun. Do something with Yu-Gi-Oh. I just don't know completely what yet. Flesh and Blood.
Flesh and Blood. That's something we've been
I like opening those.
Yeah,
playing for a
that's
lot.
a fun.
for a little
Those are
bit
good
now.
sets to open. I like how the
Paper is nice.
the paper packs.
Mhm.
um,
It's very nice for the ASMR moment.
for this channel, we'd probably start off with they're releasing Armory decks, which are like 60 card ready to go out of the box. Play with them. So maybe we can do something with those.
Mm-hmm.
Because out right now is Kaio and Bolton and Azalea is
Yeah,
on the way,
Azalea's on the way.
which are three very different play styles. So
Mhm.
maybe we can work something out with Flesh and Blood that way. Now, obviously, opening product would be fun too, like booster boxes and stuff like that. I wish we opened all that stuff on the channel that we did, but
For Armory decks,
Oh,
they're
well.
going for the right classes though, like
yeah.
Brute, Warrior, and now a Ranger to like.
And you can find them between $30 and $40, which isn't too bad. Yeah, Flesh and Blood. It's a game that we just started last year playing. Or was it earlier this year? One of those. We've been taking it slow because it's still new to us, our play group and everything. Yeah, but we like it so far.
I'm loving it. It's might be my new favorite game. Hard to say,
and it's
but
still, this and One Piece are still like in their infancy. Like they just came out in the past like few years.
yep.
So everything's pretty new. One Piece got a big reprint lately. Like
Very refreshing to hear.
yeah, a lot of starter decks, $20 or less. A lot of booster boxes are getting close to just like the $100 norm that they should have been this whole time. Lots of staple cards are dropping in price. There's a big reprint set coming out later that's out in Japan right now that's like best of, where it's
Nice.
throughout all the sets in the starter decks, they cherry picked like certain cards to reprint in there. So it's bringing the prices down on those cards a lot too.
So you're talking like cards that actually see competitive
Yes.
play? Okay, cool.
And cards that needed reprints. And I think all the manga rares are in that set too that have been released so far.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's huge.
'cause I think people have been pulling like God packs where it comes with all the manga rares in Japanese.
Oh my.
Yeah, so that'd be cool if they brought that over in English.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, One Piece, I really like the card quality. I really like the art a lot.
I love the art.
It's so good.
That's why I like opening them.
Yeah.
Because like the art's really fun.
It's the best anime card game I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah, and it's not like overly complicated either.
no.
It's pretty easy to get into. It's similar to Pokemon,
Absolutely.
where
It's
it can get complicated
Yes.
with the like super try hard meta decks, but you can also start off with starter decks like simple, just to tell you what the colors do and everything. What else? Okay, Nick, here's a niche one. World of Warcraft, a trading card game.
The World of Warcraft trading card game stopped printing
In 2013 or 14.
after a couple years, like about when Hearthstone's got popular.
Yeah, because I think what happened to that is that it was Upper Deck first that made it, then Cryptozoic, and like the
Yes.
license was running out. I don't know if they just weren't making enough money. Because I mean, at the time, like the big three were still around: Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh. So it was competing with those.
But I'm sure after Upper
And-
Deck switched hands from that. Like
Yeah.
no one wanted to touch it, probably.
Yeah, and I'm sure someone got word that Hearthstone's coming out, which it's such a similar game, anyways. I mean, it reuses most of the art from the actual trading card game.
Yeah.
They're like, should we even bother all the production costs and everything for a whole card game?
So it's very fun. It's basically
If you know Magic the Gathering, you know 75% of how to play the WoW card game.
Yep. Magic the Gathering with extra steps.
Yeah, your creatures can only attack one at a time, and any card in your hand can be a resource. I wish that was in Magic. Screw lands.
But Jinx, yeah.
Hey, land cards are some of the prettiest cards
are.
out there.
True, yeah.
They can be top tier.
I was gonna say I do like the Magic card.
Yeah, if Magic's not Magic without the lands. It's been a part of it since it came out. It's not going anywhere. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's its resource system. But the wild card game can play quests, which are essentially utility lands, but you can also have any card in your hand just be a resource. So it's just, you don't necessarily have like a dead hand or mana screw technically, but you don't always want to get rid of like the cards that you want to play and shit like that. But so the WoW card game sealed product is very hard to find.
Extremely. If
Some
even
of it is
exists.
very expensive. What I would like to do someday is the raid decks recorded on camera with us, the three of us, and then potentially a couple that we know that may or may not be able to do it at some point.
But basically, like the raid decks from the World of Warcraft trading card game are it was the biggest draw.
Yeah,
So
and it
you have-
still is.
You have Onyxia's Lair, you have Molten Core, you have Megtheridon's Lair,
Black Temple,
Black Temple.
Ice Crown, Next Ramus, a couple of the Cataclysm raids. Like, it was the biggest draw to me out of any card game was the raid decks because it was PvE.
Yep.
I love when you can get a group of friends together to try to take down a boss. Like, to me, that's like peak card game. And I know Flesh and Blood has been talking about something like that. It's just not out yet. They're still probably working on the kinks in here and there.
Oh yeah, they got to be play testing behind
Yeah.
closed doors. Like,
But even in modern times, I still think the raid decks are really fun. At least to me.
mhm.
And it's like, I do want to make some kind of content with those at some point. Just, it feels more appealing to me than Commander does, just because it's the environment and how it's played and everything. The hardest part is just getting enough people over to actually play it.
Yeah.
It's basically like trying to get your D&D group together.
Yeah. And then hope that nothing like goes wrong or anything. Because we would do it where it's the four of you guys versus me, like we did the one night that we played like a year ago already. Yeah, I missed. That was fun. You guys didn't win, but you tried. It was your
Yeah.
first time
We
playing.
put a valiant effort.
Yeah, because it's hard.
We were a tough dragon.
Nick knows.
He's a tough dragon. He's also a very hard fire elemental. I'll say
Molten
that.
Core. We didn't get past like boss number 5 ever till Nick played it.
We got close.
I don't
before
remember what
then.
we got to. I remember the first boss gave you guys trouble because he like went off really fast.
Yes.
And he was just like a 6 health little guy, and it's like we cannot
he-
kill him yet.
Yeah, he popped off.
It took like 3 games for us to get that down.
Yeah.
And then we just,
That's
That's
just
the
like a downhill start.
that's the big thing about those raid decks is the first 2 games you play, you're going to get destroyed until you learn the mechanics of what the deck's doing.
Mhm.
It's literally just like a raiding WoW. You're going to lose at first until you learn how to like what to do. Yeah, that's something that I do want to put together at some point. I don't have the equipment yet for that, for how I'd want to do it. I'm almost there, but not quite. It would be fun though. They'd be very long videos. What else? We got
At least a
cooking.
few hours.
Yeah, at least like 2 hours probably. We'll have like a 10-minute break in the middle.
Intermission sign.
Yeah, we'll be right back. What else we got cooking? I think we hit like what we're doing because it's the card game channel. We play card
TCG,
games.
We just
open card
ran
games.
through everything we've ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a fun ride.
long one. I'm trying this time. I'm actually putting effort into my channel. Should have done this 10 years ago.
Life gets in the way.
Yeah. You guys got anything you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
I
Not
think
really.
we're good. Thank you guys so much for all your continued support over the years. It means a lot to us. And
Yeah, wouldn't be here without you. If this, I don't know. If this wasn't even possible, I don't know. Yeah, I'm working full-time job though, but
Yeah, but it's like this is like you enjoy doing this. And
the fact that I can have fun making content like this and other people can get enjoyment out of it, like, I don't know, some of that feels good.
that's how I feel about TikTok. And it's like people will connect with you through
Yeah, they'll
similar
watch
interests.
your content for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what you put out, but if they like you enough, they'll watch you and tune in and stuff.
Yeah. And you're pretty
don't make fun of us because we're jobbers.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice if I could make this my job, but that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
Unless the algorithm like blows my videos up randomly. Pop! Like that one guy. I see my analytics. I see that Godzilla video that has like 500,000 views. It's like, what? When that happened?
You guys want more Godzilla?
I think most of them do. This should have been.
Comments, like, would you wanna see more
I'll buy
stuff?
Godzilla, those SH Monster Arts figures.
Yeah.
Those all had
You wanna
decent
see
views
those?
on them.
Yeah, you want to see those? I know whenever I'm on my live.
Yeah, they always talk about it. Like, oh, you like Godzilla?
Yeah, and it's like, those are my mans. I don't know what to do with them. But, hey, if you guys want Godzilla, comment, say, we want Godzilla in all caps.
If you got this far in the video,
Yeah, exactly. Godzilla is God.
you're a real trooper. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for sticking around. Ever since we started uploading again, we got about 70 new subscribers. Pretty good.
That's really good.
For a channel that has been dormant for years. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I want to say thank you guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, Nick will always say that whenever he's on a video. Yep. Thank you guys. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
We will be starting
Yeah, Nick will always
it up, and
say that
it will be with
whenever he's on
the aerial
a video.
view that you see now.
Yep.
Just with